So today I will be interviewing a person that I admire. I will be interviewing him today. I've known this person my whole life, and I will be asking him some questions for this interview. All right, so I'm here with Brian Clark. Hey Brian, how are you doing
what's
today?
Going on?
That's good. Let's get into it with the first question. Where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Rockville Center in New York.
What was your childhood like?
I attended Hewitt Elementary School for 1st through 5th grade. I went to Southside Middle School from 6th to 8th, and then I went to Southside High School from 9th to 12th. As a kid, I had a few jobs. I was a LIT at the rec center, the recreation center, from ages 14 to 16. Then I was also a lifeguard at Malibu Beach and for the town of Hempstead. And then I worked at a supermarket for a few years while in college. And then I finally made the decision to sign my life away to the Army.
All right, so Brian, I know you joined the military once you got to college. So what made you join the military?
Well, I joined the Army when I was 18 because it's a very respectful field, and I've had a lot of great experiences, met a lot of great people, had a lot of unique scenarios that happened throughout my life. It's only been 3 years, but I'm sure it's going to get better once I graduate college.
How has the military changed yourself as a person?
The Army has made me a much more social person and has made me more interactive with people, especially outside the Army. I'm a lot more capable of being able to speak in front of people, and I'm very consistent and disciplined when it comes to working out, getting my schoolwork done, having an overall schedule every single day of the week, and it's made me a lot more social, especially with people outside the Army.
That's great to hear, bro. How are you enjoying your time in the military?
I've had a great time in the military thus far, and I've met a lot of great people. It's a very rewarding experience. I've got to go across the country to Germany. I've got to do a lot of cool things, meet a lot of interesting people, and develop a lot of military leadership attributes.
All right, so Brian, do you have any goals or challenges that you would want to complete later in your career?
Well, my first goal right now is to commission as an armor officer and eventually go to armor school, and afterwards get as many schools under my belt as possible, and that way I could rank up faster and eventually do 20 years in the Army. I'm going to spend 5 months in Georgia in January to officially become an armor officer in the Army, and from there I'm hoping to become a really good platoon leader and eventually executive officer in the Army, and I'm hoping to just get to know my soldiers better and be a good leader to them.
All right, so it was good talking to you, Brian, and thank you for joining this interview so I can speak to you.
Anytime.
So I had a great time interviewing this person, and as you can see, his career is only beginning, and I'm sure he will be able to complete his goals later in his career. I've definitely learned a lot from this person, and as I get older, I'm sure his advice will definitely be very helpful towards me. Hope you enjoyed this interview as I did, and that's all.